Hi, my name is Meredith. I'm a writer, and there are 3 days left before Camp NaNoWriMo April starts. You can watch this video to see my announcement for what I'm doing, but in short, I'm going to be developmentally editing 135,800 words of my book in April. Much of it is rewriting, to be honest. I know that I've bitten off more than I can chew, but also I just want to get into it and make these changes in my book. I want to be really, really sure before I set out on this enormous task that it's not going to be a waste of time, and basically that I have everything ready and that I have my revision plan like super solid, all my decisions made, loose ends tied up, everything organized by the time that Saturday comes, because Saturday is the first day. So there will be questions unanswered when I go into this because of the nature of like how complex my book is. I don't want it to be this way. It just happens to be. So I want to simplify it, streamline it, cut it down, make it manageable as much as I can in the next 3 days. I've been doing the story grid for the last many days, to be honest, and that's helped a lot. I've been able to cut out some pretty significant stuff because of that, and so I'm very, very happy with how the progress has gone, but there's more to do. There's more outside of the story grid, and so I just want to kind of vlog, show you my prep for Camp Nano, and get some real writing work done before we jump into a really big challenge. Okay, so what's on the agenda for tonight? What is on the agenda for tonight? Probably I need to work on the magic system a little bit. I've done a ton of character work in the past week or so. One thing that could use some work is the villain's plan, and just make sure that like every step along the way, like he's in control of what's happening and he's not being thrown about by the whims of two teenagers. If we consider the story from his perspective, that everything is really looking good. So I have a lot of tasks to do, and I'm going to get to them. It is such a bright and beautiful spring day. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so gorgeous. I'm just like sitting here in the sunlight. It's lovely. I have to leave for work very soon because I have a double experiment because my schedule got thrown off. So I have to double up today, which is going to be exciting. I've never done that before. We'll see how it goes. Yesterday, I worked with my husband on quite a lot of things. We fixed the inciting incident. Again, we've already fixed that like twice. I don't know. And I think it's mainly making sure that the debate is what the characters actually need to struggle with before they can make the choice to go and heed the call to action. In terms of the inciting incident, I think it's good. I think it's really good now. We had gotten it really close the day before, and then it was just like, oh, one thing wasn't working. So we fixed it, I think. And there was also a huge, huge subplot that I hadn't really worked on yet. And I think we genuinely fixed it. And it was like, oh my gosh, the motivations are great. Like the whole thing is just singing. It's so good. So I feel great about the work that I got done yesterday on this book. And those were open questions that I had for a long time that I had just been putting off because I was like, I don't know how to fix this. And so I knew that my husband would be able to help me with that stuff. So finally, we were able to fix a lot of it like pretty quickly, and some backstory lore stuff. So it was good. I'm really happy with where it is. So, okay, what's on the agenda for today? Going back and putting those notes that I made yesterday actually into actionable changes in the outline, and probably tackling one or two more subplots or like small threads that I still think are just not quite right. There's a lot of work to do today, and I also need to finish my beta reading that I've been working on for a long time and finish it by April 1st so that I don't have to beta read during NaNoWriMo, which is going to work out really well. I think I can finish it today, which would be great because then I'll have Friday to just totally work on my book. So hopefully this is going to work out for me, and I'm really excited about the work I have to do today, but it has to be totally shuffled around my crazy work schedule. So I'm going to go to work and start that off so that I can have time later in the day to do that stuff. I'll keep you updated. It's 10 p.m. on Thursday, and I have not touched my book today. I'm once again in my grunge sweatshirt, so this is my get work done outfit, and I'm ready to get work done. My husband got me a iced coffee at 6 p.m. from Starbucks. I am now like bouncing off the walls, either ready to like hyper focus or clean everything. I'm gonna clean things and then hyper focus, but the problem is that it's getting late. So it might end up being one or the other, and I really need to get to my book. Why haven't I gotten to my book earlier in the day? Well, I've been doing other things, frankly. Number one, I finished my beta reading, and then when I got home from work, the main thing that I really had to do was edit a YouTube video. I think it's been over a week since I put one out, and that's mostly because I have had a video in the works. For some reason, this was a really tough one to edit. I think it's just because there were so many different clips, and I had to keep refilming the ending because I kept getting the numbers wrong and not realizing like how they were averaging differently. And so then I finally did it right and got it. So anyway, I've been editing that for like a while, a long time, like 2 weeks. I really need to finish that. I'm still not done it. I hope to get it out tomorrow, but I don't know. I still have to work on the thumbnail. I have been slacking on my YouTube videos. I actually have tons filmed right now that I want to get out. I just, for some reason, they're all getting stuck in the editing. Who knows, whatever. So now that I've done those two big tasks, mostly on my mind is like major issues list. And then probably what I should start doing is like a final check of the outline. I can't believe this is starting on Saturday. This is coming so fast. I am genuinely nervous. I want no hangups. I want speed, organization, clarity, all those good things. I think one of my problems with writing is an imagination that's just a little too big. The logical checks, I just kind of push aside and I'm like, this is a problem for tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. I'm like, I can make it work eventually. And so I just never actually tackle the problems. And this is the problem with me writing fantasy, just making stuff up all the time and never really latching it into some semblance of reality. So anyway, between tonight on my Starbucks fueled hyper-focus session and tomorrow, hopefully I can get all of this done. Okay, what a wild, exciting time. I love NaNoWriMo. I thought I would film here in front of my fairy houses that I made during the summer of 2020 as a quarantine hobby. I had many quarantine hobbies back in the day. This is a fun fact about Meredith. This is my favorite. I just like this bookshelf and I feel like I've never shown it. So anyway, I wrote in the morning for about an hour and added those notes like I had been wanting to. I don't know what is up with me, but if I stop writing in the morning, like if I stop my morning session, I don't get back to it until late in the day, like late. And it's late. I am filming this to say procrastination is over. It's time to go. We have work to do. It is the final day. It starts tomorrow. What I'm enjoying so much about this is that every time I go back through the outline or like have a new idea, it connects to so many other ideas. There are so many layers. Every scene has become something I'm so enjoying about the book. Somebody I was listening to said that like you should try to have every scene in your book be someone's favorite scene. That really spoke to me because I was like, I don't have to have dead scenes. I can just make every scene really, really good. Try to make every scene a candidate for my favorite. And that's what I'm doing. Big ticket items for today are like go and do a final pass of the outline and make sure that I didn't miss anything. A couple issues I wrote down to go over with my husband that I have just been struggling with for frankly a year and a half now, and they've never gotten figured out. And so I'm like, today's the day. I need to go back through the outline of the mystery plot, which was what I started my revision plan with. See if there's any more clues I can take out, any way to streamline it a little bit more than it already has been. I just feel like it's a little too complicated, which I think means that there are other revisions on my horizon. Okay, I'm procrastinating again. Time to write. I just went through my entire major issues list, which I'd made 2 months ago when I had just done the reread, and they were huge issues, like fundamental character motivation stuff, inciting incident, villain motivation, stuff that you just really shouldn't write a book without knowing, and I did twice. I went back through that list to basically see if there was anything left unfinished. There were a couple items, but like low budget items, not big deals. I genuinely have figured out everything that I need to figure out to go into this draft with a lot of confidence. I was really kind of stressed before that, but now I'm just feeling really good about where I am and realizing that I've put so much detail into this outline. I'm going to do so many more revisions. I don't need to get everything done on this round. So I'm kind of taking it a little bit easier than I had been. I have done the work I need to do to get this done. So anyway, I finished that and I got a lot of work done, fixed the outline in a lot of ways. Now I'm going to go to dinner. And then when I come back, hopefully fix up those last few issues that are really still hanging. So yeah, I'm feeling very good about this. Well, it's getting late now, so I think I'm just going to wrap up this mini Camp Nano prep vlog here and give some final thoughts. I definitely didn't use my time as well as I possibly could have, so I feel a little bit underprepared because I expected to be more prepared. But on the other hand, this is just the first pass. And there will be more, and I will do this again. I love this story so much that I would rewrite these scenes and be excited just to spend more time with the characters and to keep deepening the relationships and bringing out the nuance. And so I think that's exactly where I need to be at this stage. I know what I'm going to be doing from tomorrow till the end of April is going to improve the book, and I don't need to improve everything right now. And even just in the last hour or two, I've gotten some ideas that would actually like rock the story. And so I now need to like figure out where I'm going to put those. And so I just know that there's always better ideas than the ones I've had, and maybe huge like story shattering ideas that are yet to come. For now, this is the best version of the story that I know. I'm going to huddle up for the next couple hours until I fall asleep and just keep working on this, massaging it, making it the best it can be. I am just going to wake up tomorrow and not look back, and I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to a really good writing month and hopefully being able to actually complete this Camp Nano challenge. Like this video and subscribe to see more from me and to also follow along as I'm going through Camp Nano and hopefully updating my word counts and staying on target. Let me know what you're doing for Camp Nano if you're doing anything fun. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.